Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thank you for tuning into this video. Silver price is scraping $18. I actually saw it up to $18.11 today. Right now it's at $17.91. So prices are higher. We see the FOMC meetings, the Fed day today basically pushing prices up, but also US-China trade negotiations getting inked and settled to better positions, so that's also pushing prices down. So it's just a wave of fluctuating prices, and right now it does seem to be on the higher side. So the link to this article, or the link to this website, will be in the description. This is live silver prices. If you do want to always check, I think it's important to stay in tune of what silver's doing, because it could affect how you're going to be investing, buying, selling, or trading, whether you're on the more bullish side or on the more bearish side. I mean, prices usually do move more of a gradual approach, but right now we see a lot. And this is from August 5th, and look at this. This is crazy. Just, there's so many factors that are pushing prices to different levels, whether it is the US-China trade negotiations, whether it is the dollar index rising or depreciating, whether it's stock market volatility, whether it's, the surplus. And you can see right here, there is somewhat of a hold on, going on right now. And lots of different things can be influencing prices. We see it up to this $18.11 range, basically. But lots of different things can affect the prices. But right now, what we need to realize is, regardless of the day-to-day price, silver's longevity is what brings the real value into play. The long-term perspective of it. This is a 3-month chart. Let's go to a 5-year chart. So the longevity of silver, it's always, so back in September 2016, we saw, $20 silver. The longevity is what it brings. See, the dollar is depreciating over time, regardless of what silver does. So this is where you can preserve your money. So let's look at the all-time chart. So back in 2011, we see $50 silver. I can't even get my thing on it because it's so tiny. $50 silver back in 2011. Now the same types of things were happening, obviously starting, Y2K, we see stock market volatility, recession looming, and look how fast it jumped. Look at how fast this jump went into play. This shows that there's going to be a huge crash happening, and after that, obviously it crashed. It tried to pick some momentum back up to that $40 range, but it just couldn't do it, and now it went back down. So the same things that are happening in this period right here are starting to set up and happen right here as well. This is actually one of the, if you know anything about charts, they're called triangle formations. They're, I'm not going to go too analytical into this, but there is definitely the same types of things setting in play. But if you can incorporate the chart analysis standpoint of it with the same perspectives of the context behind the scene, whether it's stock market volatility or it is the dollar index, whatever it is, and you can apply both of those and kind of incorporate both, you can get some accurate prices. And right now we do see $18 silver, and it still is going to be a long road, because this is just the beginning of the silver demand boom as the supply is falling. This is just coming into play of the 2020 presidential election and many other factors as well. So it's cool because this article also does share a lot of other interesting things that I kind of want to go over, because once I was just checking the price, I kind of just scrolled down by accident and I was like, hey, this is actually pretty cool to kind of just go over. It mentions the AG on the periodic table, several different things, and just historical facts. So this is called Silver Yesterday and Today. It's estimated silver coins could be the oldest mass-produced form of coinage. Since the time of the Greeks, people have used silver coins. Ancient Persian coins date back to 612 to 330 BC. So I think that's pretty cool. I'm not going to go over all of this, but the value of money fluctuates based on each government. Silver is an international way to store value. So that's the cool thing about silver. It's like everyone learning how to speak the same language, but on a money form. Do you know how beneficial it would be if the whole entire world learned how to speak one language, like English or whatever the case is? Trading would be so much easier. I feel like there would be a lot of more communication and people could understand each other better. And that's exactly what silver is. It's a universally accepted form of money, and I could go to China and sell my American Eagle just as valuable as the Chinese panda. And it's just a way that it shows how it's timeless and universal, and I think that's going to benefit. It's going to benefit itself in the long run. Same thing kind of goes with Bitcoin as well. So beyond the silver standard, decades ago, the silver standard came into an end in developed countries, which means silver is no longer considered legal tender, quote unquote. Some countries, including USA, continue to mint bullion and collectible coins. Obviously, we still have American Eagles being minted, but the actual coinage, like our Walking Liberties, our Mercury Dimes, aren't being minted anymore, which also could bring some value in there. An example is the American Eagle, which I just explained, which has a normal face value of $1. The Canadian silver and maple leaf coins are legal tender, valued at $5 per ounce. Privately minted coins are referred to as silver rounds, and that's called generic bullion because they're not legal tender. You can't actually exchange them for money. There's no monetary value. So that's a fun fact if you guys didn't know that. So the current demand for silver is in industrial applications and investment purposes, including bullion, coins, and exchange traded products. So this continues to be a strong market for silver around the world, as evidenced by the averages of the NYSE. So get to know the spot price of silver. So this is actually pretty interesting because a lot of us do look at precious metals from a physical bullion standpoint, but there's a lot of 99% of the people that invest in the precious metals invest into the ETF side of it. And the prices are essentially the same, but they can be traded differently. So when investors check the NASDAQ live feed morning and go online and visit a website, spot price is what matters. This refers to the price of silver to be exchanged and delivered right now. It is the current trading value of silver and other precious metals, as well as other commodities. Whether an investor is buying, trading, or selling silver, it's important to verify the spot price. So, from AM to PM, the latest daily charts are important to make smart purchases from dealers. But how is spot price determined? Traders determine silver and gold spot prices on future exchanges. Metals contracts can change hands in London and Shanghai when U.S. markets are closed, but the largest and most influential market prices are the U.S. COMEX exchange. The quote for immediate settlement at any given time is effectively the spot price. Spot paper prices can sometimes diverge the real-world pricing in markets for physical precious metals. For example, during periods of extreme stress in markets, it may be possible to obtain physical metal wherever the near-quoted spot price, which is they're talking about actually buying is because that is the paper side of it, the ETF side of it, which stands for exchange traded funds. But if you need to get your hands on some physical bullion, you can go to your local coin shops. So why can't I buy silver at spot price? Retail bullion is including bars, rounds, coins, carry small premiums over spot prices, and this includes the minting cost plus the dealer's profit, because there has to be a middleman cost as well. But there's actually places you can buy silver at spot price. I've done it myself. JM Bullion has the 10-ounce starter kit where you can buy 10 ounces of silver at spot price. It's only one per household, but this is talking about why you have to pay premiums, why are premiums so high. This is pretty much stuff we know. So silver certificates, silver IRA, this is actually pretty cool because you can purchase your IRA or through Precious Metals Custodian. You can actually do this with Bitcoin as well. I know someone who did that. That's something that's pretty cool to do. Now, the volatility of the nature of silver, much like commodities, the price of silver is based on supply and demand and speculation. And it's actually being more speculative than ever because right now a single tweet from President Trump could shoot prices flying. And that is really something that didn't happen as much back in the day. It was much more, it had a stronger foundation, but nowadays there is more emotional attachment, so people are more finicky about prices and they make quicker decisions off of media or off of, it could be a rumor or a myth. So, it's pretty cool. So I just wanted to share that because I thought it was some interesting facts. I have a couple more video ideas today, but once I saw this article, like I said, link will be in the description. I definitely wanted to share with you guys. I thought it was still something that was pretty interesting, and it kind of does go along with the prices. If you guys didn't know any of that stuff, or maybe most of you guys probably did, but there was some really cool things in there that I myself kind of got refreshed on as well. So it's always good to reflect and get refreshed on some information, especially some cool historical facts like that. But right now we do see silver trading at $17.91. I would not be surprised if it touched above $18 again today. But after the FOMC meeting and all this stuff going, how many the Federal Reserve cutting interest rates, also the U.S.-China trade negotiations, we're going to see some major things happening with silver prices sooner than later over the next week. Who knows where it could be? There's definitely a lot of things setting up for that. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to smash the like button. Make sure to subscribe if you're new, because I do post daily videos. This was Silver Slayer. Like I said, the link will be in the description if you want to check this out yourself. Thanks for tuning in. See you guys soon. Peace.